In the 7th century, another major transformation began as the Arab Muslim armies expanded across North Africa and took control of the region. And over time, the city itself changed identity, as under Roman and Byzantine rule, the city had been heavily Christian and culturally connected to the Mediterranean Roman world. Now, gradually, it became part of the Islamic civilization stretching from North Africa to the Middle East. Now, this didn't happen straight away, but over generations, the language did become Arabic and Islam spread across the population. And with that, the identity of the city slowly changed, and what was known as Hadrumetum gradually became what we know today as Sousse. Now, the architecture of the city began to change too. Instead of these wide Roman-style public spaces, the city developed into a more defensive Islamic medina, with these narrow streets, courtyards and markets and mosques. And when you visit Sousse today and you walk through these Medina streets, you can see how effective this actual design is. As when I took the time to walk around there, I was always looking pretty much at my phone sat-nav to actually see where I was going, and just to make sure that I was actually heading in the right direction, as you can pretty much easily get lost in there for a little while. So this was very effective and actually helped with the fact that Sousse is sat on an exposed coastline, so defence at this time became increasingly important. Then in the 9th century, under this particular dynasty, Sousse became one of the major coastal cities of the Islamic North Africa, as whoever controlled the city controlled an important section of the central Mediterranean, as the city sat along a major maritime routes linking North Africa to Sicily, southern Italy, Egypt and the wider Islamic world. So the city was strengthened with walls, watchtowers and fortifications facing the Mediterranean, and through this period gave Sousse some of its most famous historic landmarks, with the most important being the ribat. Now, this is a part fortress, part religious retreat, and it actually helped defend the city from attacks arriving actually by sea, while also serving as a place of worship and military observation, as at this time the Mediterranean was filled with conflict between rival powers, piracy and naval raids. So Sousse became a city built around both trade and survival. Then over the following centuries, control over North Africa shifted between empires and dynasties, but by the 1500s, Tunisia came under the Ottoman influence, as the Ottoman Empire expanded across much of the Mediterranean. But at the same time, Spain had emerged as a major naval power and was attempting to control the Mediterranean trade routes, so the Ottoman-backed fleets and the local Muslim rulers fought to maintain control over the region. But once Ottoman influence became established, cities like Sousse became part of a much larger imperial network stretching from North Africa to the Middle East and to southern Eastern Europe.